The following are fard in al-ghusl. Number 1. Gargling the full mouth till the throat. Number 2. Entering water into the nose till its soft part. And number 3. To wash the entire body once.
Okay. So for Hanafis, they say there are 3 fard in ghusl. Was rinsing the mouth and water up the nose, was that fard in obligation in wudu or not for Ahnaf? No. It was a sunnah. How did it suddenly become fard? We know for Hanbali madhab, they said it is fard in wudu. To rinse the mouth and the water of the nose, istinshaq, and madmada and istinshaq, for Hanbalis in wudu they have said this is fard. So in ghusl they say is fard. Okay, makes sense. The Shafi'is and Malikis, they say it is from sunnah. There is a hadith which says that 10 things are from fitrah, and istinshaq is mentioned in that, and the Rawi said, I believe the 10th one was madmada, and I'm sure there are other hadith. From this they say sunnah. Okay, it's sunnah. Hanbalis, they say it is fard. But Hanafis, they said in wudu it is sunnah, but in ghusl it is fard. The reason they said that, because in Quran, when Allah said do wudu, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said فَغْسِلُوا وُجُوهَكُمْ, wash your face. If someone tells you draw a face, you don't draw inside of the mouth. It is understood in the language that the inside of the mouth and nose is not face. Face is what you face someone with. That's why the inside of the bed wasn't included as a fard of washing. But here Hanafi said, Allah says فَاتَّهَّرُوا وَإِن كُنْتُمْ جُنُبًا فَاتَّهَّرُوا. Allah used a verb which has mubalagha in it, which requires you to go over and above. That's why you must wash everything which is you are able to wash. So that means you have to clean everything that you are able to clean without a problem. So nose and mouth can be done easily. So that must be included in it. Am I making sense? The Hanafi say rinsing the mouth and rinsing the nose is fard of ghusl. But if someone is fasting, then obviously they will not do gargle and they will not go excessively. It won't take the water up the nose excessively. But they will still do the rinsing the mouth. What was one thing in wudu that all of the fuqaha, they said it was fard, where the Imam Hanifa said it's not fard? I did a whole section on it. Intention, good. The niyyah, the intention is fard, but they didn't mention it here. And the other 3, they said intention is fard in wudu as well. Same here, they stay on their madhab. Imam Abu Hanifa, his madhab is that niyyah is not fard in ghusl, and the others say it is fard in ghusl, for the reason which I explained in the niyyah section. Yeah. Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal, in the madhab of Hanabila, they say basmala, to say bismillah, is an obligation. Others they say sunnah for ghusl as well. Likewise in wudu. In wudu, to say bismillah is an obligation. Here they say it's obligation. Others, the Hanafi, Shafis and Malikis, they say it is not obligation, but it is a sunnah. But what was the reasoning for them to say that you should say Bismillah when do wudu. Because there's a hadith which says, if you do wudu, start from the name of Allah. But that hadith only mentions wudu. It doesn't mention ghusl. But they base it on that. So really, when it comes to wudu, they are very strict on that. But when it comes to ghusl, they are not as strict, but they still count it as obligation. Because the proof is not a direct proof, but it is based on the proof they had for wudu. Malikis, they had one special fard in wudu. Anyone remembers what that was? They say it's part of washing. Dalak. Good. When you wash a body part, you should rub your body, to rub the body part you are washing as well. Not just pour the water. They say the same thing. They say in ghusl, wherever a person can easily reach, and if someone can't reach the back of his, the middle of his back, or someone is unwell, but where he can, he should, as he wash, he should rub the water on him as well lightly. What else was there in wudu? Tartib. What does tartib mean? The correct order. Tartib is the correct order. That was fard in wudu for Imam Shafi and Imam Ahmad. Now, in ghusl, no one says tartib is fard, because there is no tartib. Allah says fattaharu. Clean yourself. Wash yourself, clean yourself. Whether you start from you start feet going up to your head, as long as you have washed all your body, the fard is done. Does that make sense? There is no discussion of order here, because in wudu, ghusl and wudu, if you look at the ayahs, wash your face, wash your hands up to your elbow, do masa, then wash your feet. That's very specific order. As for ghusl, it says, fattaharu. So there is no discussion on what you should wash first. What if someone washes back first, then his chest? It doesn't matter. And there was one more for in wudu, something called muwalat. I think you mentioned it. Muwalat. One after another in wudu. Which are the two imams which say muwalat is fard in wudu? So except Imam Shafi is Hanbali and Maliki. Yeah? Hanbali and Maliki madhab, they say muwalat, meaning you should do without a break. Alright? Hanbalis, they don't consider muwalat part of fard in ghusl, but Malikis still do, because the hadith they have as a proof for wudu, for muwalat to be fard. Anyone remembers the hadith? Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he saw someone, he had like a dirham amount of space in his feet, wasn't washed. He told him to go and do a wudu again. So they said, well, had it been okay for him to just wash his feet, he would have told him to go and wash his feet again. But the fact that he told him to go and do wudu again, because there was a gap. So they say that if the whole ghusl have a gap, they base it on the wudu hadith. Here, Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal don't support the Maliki view. They say no, muwalat is not fard in ghusl. Just to give you a taste of what all madhahib say. The Hanafis, they say, to summarize, Hanafis, they say madmada, rinse your mouth, water up your nose, wash all your body. These are the three fard. So the three of Hanafis are the same for three of Hanbali madhab. plus they have niyyah, okay, niyyah for all of them. And Hanbalis, they add basmala. Shafi'is, they say if you have niyyah and wash all your body, that's done. Yeah. And Malikis, they say have a niyyah, wash all your body, and make sure you lightly rub the body and don't have a gap. So you can combine all of that in your ghusl, and then you will be doing the best ghusl inshallah you can.